Hello, seedlings of light. Welcome back to Black, Gray, and White. I'm Bailey.
I'm Sandy.
And today we're going to be discussing crystals. So this is my show because I'm the crystal girl. Love it. And you introduced it to me. You got them from this website and you started getting me crystals. Mm-hmm. And I started feeling very connected to them. Oh, and I lost my necklace, which I wore specifically for the rose quartz crystal, which we will get to shortly. So you got them from this website, and I started wearing them, and I started feeling the connection, and then I started researching them more. And the biggest thing with crystals is they're a talisman. So as much faith as you put in them is how much energy you get back out. And then a couple of things about why we like crystals. What's your number one reason for liking crystals?
Well, I think from my Christian point of view is that I feel God gave us all the things on earth for us to have for healing purposes or for whatever purpose you have. And I think crystals are fascinating how they work with the energy and vibrations in that. And also I find it how interesting how kids are always picking up rocks.
And carrying them, right? They kind of hold them in their hand, carry them around.
Right. And so I'll go into that. I have an example, but finish your...
So first things first, we have a quote by Nikola Tesla. And I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but I'm pretty sure I did okay. And it is, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, which is what crystals are all about. So what the transformational power of crystals are, there's a couple of different things. And excuse me while I look at my notes because I didn't memorize it. The first one is the vibration. So atoms of the crystals vibrate at a higher frequency, which then raises your frequency. And I think we've talked about that in a different video where the lower your frequency tends to be the lower your mood, anger, insecurities, all of that. And so the crystals help raise your vibration and raise your mood and your being up. Do you have anything?
No, I didn't know that.
Fun fact. Oh, here we go. Atoms of crystals follow the most symmetrical pattern possible, creating a crystal lattice, which allows crystals to be powerful holders and transmitters of energy and vibration. Our atoms and auras are harmonized by interacting with the crystal lattice. So that's the scientific version of what.
So the lattice was when we did the vibration and they spoke into the snowflakes. So I am familiar with it.
And how they froze different, right? So and then the second thing that is different about crystals is every crystal is a different color. It can be clear, it can be green, it can be orange. You know, every color under the rainbow is what we have crystals for. Thank you, Vanna. The vibrant color of crystals are one of the most potent aspects of their healing power. It helps activate our chakras with different colors. And in the next video we're definitely going to go through chakras, which this is an example of the chakra colors and the crystals that correspond with that. And then, like I said before, the talisman. So a talisman is an object believed to have magical or miraculous abilities. When you choose to bring a crystal into your life for a specific reason, rose quartz symbolize love. So if you were to bring, for this example, rose quartz into your life for love, your intention transforms a crystal into your own personalized, magic-filled talisman. And crystals are also a form of holistic healing. And with any holistic healing, it takes time, which nobody likes to hear. We all want the quick fix, but crystals are something that you use pretty continuously. And I forgot where I was going with that. You have anything to add now?
So I'll tell my story. So we had some friends come, and we had one of their children. No grass grew under their feet. They were just a hustler, a goer, and everything. And of course, they had their McDonald's Happy Meal toys. And I was just getting into the vibration and different healing modalities with the crystals. And they said that, we're in a school where you no longer have a wooden desk, they're metal desks, you no longer have wooden pencils.
No more number 2
pencils. You have, books or laptops. So there's nothing to diffuse the energy. So she was there, and she was doing and running and doing all kinds of different things. So I had cut a stick and a rock we had, and I had given it to her, a pretty rock. And it was interesting how she would always have two things in her hand, and one was the stick, and one was the rock. So she would rotate those out, but each time she would have those items. And it was just interesting because she didn't know what I was doing. It was just natural behavior.
That she gravitated towards those items instead of back to the McDonald's toys.
And I think with the natural environment, like crystals, rocks, that you said it raises your vibration, but I also think it's like in her case, it was a shock absorber. So she had extra energy, and it would, I would say, maybe grounded her, or it diffused her energy.
For example, black crystals are known to absorb negative energy, which is always good when you're a child because you haven't had, life hasn't gotten you down yet. So the little things really do kind of take a bigger toll. And so the black crystals do help suck out the negativity. And I did two books that I like. Crystals, The Modern Guide to Crystal Healing. This kind of runs through the holistic approach, and it gives you different grids. So a crystal grid is something that you set up on a piece of fabric, and specific grids bring you specific things. Some of them using rose quartz bring you love, like I said before. Citrine is for wealth. I mean, you can do a mixture of things and kind of put your own intention on it. Like we said, it's whatever intention you're bringing to the crystals is what magic it's going to create for you. And then the book that I really like is this Encyclopedia of Crystals and how to use them. And so this talks all about what they do holistically, and they have it organized by color, and you can go through and you can look up any crystal that you have, which when you're buying crystals on the internet, it's always nice to have this to refer to, because sometimes you don't know what you bought, and it's nice to have the pictures to try to figure it out. So I'm going to go with Hematite because I just talked about that one. I'm going to read some things off, very educational today. So hematite, it's said to protect a soldier going into battle. Hematite enhances personal magnetism, and it can heal anger and hurt felt by those who were warriors in previous lives, supporting those who face a karmic battle in the present life. And the coolest thing about this book is it goes into what the crystal structure is. For example, it's hexagonal, which I couldn't tell you what that means, but that's what it is.
It's important.
But it's important. And then it even goes and tells you what the zodiac sign. Hematite is Aquarius and Aries, which I haven't really gone into the zodiac signs. That's not one of my fortes. So please link some books down below. I would love to expand my life. And then it says beneficial for timid woman, which I've never seen one of those in my life. Self-esteem, willpower, and different study of mathematics. So it lists through all the different things that it's used for, which is nice when you're going into it not knowing. It's nice to know what they're used for. And I guess, should I hit a couple more? So crystals form in a lot of different ways. This would be a crystal clump, crystal formation, where multiple crystals formed in one area. These shiny ones are tumbled crystals, which they take all the hard edges off and put a little bit of shiner on them. Fun fact, if you spray a crystal with sealing spray, it also gives it a shine. So do it yourself at home. This one's a quartz cluster, and then they're made into wands. So this is selenite, and this is a selenite wand, which when they're into wands, it carries all of the traditional things that selenite is. Means moonlight glow, very fine vibration. Selenite induces clarity of mind and accesses angelic consciousness. This is called the angel crystal, which I'm a walking angel, so I believe that I assimilate to this crystal very clearly. And then for the wands specifically, selenite wands have a very pure vibration and detach entities or thought forms from the aura and prevent anything external from influencing the mind. And then when they're attached to another crystal, they form powerful healing tool that resonates at a high frequency and imparts deep wisdom and ancient knowledge. So it also tells you what vibration. From what I've seen, the wands tend to have the highest vibration because of how they're formed with those long, straight ridges, which allows the vibration to flow at a higher level.
The selenite that I know of, so I don't get into it from my Christian background as deep as there it is. I feel that if you naturally are attracted to the crystal, that's what you need. The selenite, what's great about this is, and why it's these little crystals are on here, is it makes it more energy. It
enhances the energy flow through it because of how the crystal is formed, right? That's how the energy flows, is through the formation of the crystal. So when you have these long straight lines like this, it allows the energy to flow cleaner, clearer, higher. And each stone, the coolest thing why crystals and stones attract me so much is because this has been on the planet for millions of years. I am a tiny window in this crystal's life, and of all the things that it has seen, all the life that it has absorbed, to be involved in this tiny moment and to collect it in my home. You know, if these could speak, man, they sure have seen some stuff. So that's why they resonate so strongly with me. What's your favorite crystal?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I wear amethyst. I'm attracted to amethyst. I mean, that's the one.
Which is your birthstone.
And it is my birthstone. So I am attracted. So I feel that's the one that works for me. Do you want to read a little bit on that, or do we want to go into...
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So amethyst derives from the Greek to be intoxicated. Take that with how she likes that. And was worn to prevent drunkenness. So,
and look at me, not drinking. I won't tell you what's in my cup.
You can't smell it from here, but let me tell you what. And so go ahead and tell them why you're drawn naturally to that crystal. Mother, go ahead and tell it.
To be sober.
So actually, yeah. And this is probably more what's drawing you to it, is promoting love of the divine. Amethyst encourages selflessness and spiritual wisdom. Opening multi-dimensional awareness. It enhances metaphysical abilities and is an excellent source for meditation.
And I would talk a little bit about, if you do have crystals in your home,
cleaning.
And if you haven't gotten into crystals real deep, just know that it does absorb all the vibrations, so you do want to cleanse them. And I'll let Bailey explain from how she cleanses it, and then I'll tell you.
So there's a lot of different ways to cleanse crystals. This book, The Crystals, The Modern Guide to Energy Healing, is going to have a better approach of how to clean and maintain your crystals. So they recommend you can put them in salt water, but like with selenite, you can't do that. It's too soft of a stone. Or you soak them in the sun or under a full moon is the three ways that in the crystal world, are the most prevalent.
Because they grab, right? They
absorb negative energy.
So much energy. And if you're brand new, it can absorb. And then what will happen, it will be doing the reverse of what you want. Once you have negative energy, and if I passed it on, then I pass that negative energy on. So you do want to cleanse them whichever way you choose. But as a Christian, we had Christ die for our sins. And so the blood of Christ. And so I will put the blood of Christ over my crystals, and which is way easier than remembering when it's a full moon or putting them out in the sun. So mine, I feel I hit the easy button on mine, but however you choose.
Each way works. And so we definitely use this chakra run a lot when we're doing massages on each other. I have a really nice life. I don't know if you know this. But while we're doing massages, and if it's a really deep, intense massage and I'm releasing trauma or whatever is coming out, she'll actually have to cleanse it probably every 20 minutes.
Yep, it does. I have noticed. So the takeaway is, if you think it's pretty and you're attracted to it, get it. Because your body is telling you you need it. And
you can carry it anywhere. Sorry to interject. So you can carry it anywhere. You can put it in your boob pocket, which is my favorite pocket. I mean, just a regular pocket. Wherever they say to put it in your bra, because it's close to your heart and raises that vibration. And just like a worry stone, right? Same concept.
And we have the ones, I think there's a selenite tower that you can put by your computers to absorb negative energy if you're on the internet and things like that. And I would say that's pretty
You've been putting 3 or 4 crystals on your work phone when calls are coming through.
I will tell you that these little guys, what are these, quartz?
Yep.
I don't know my crystals very well.
Quartz and selenite.
I just attracted to them. But these, I just set them by my phone. Actually, these 4 go by my phone. And it really has helped. I'm not sure what it does, how it works, but...
the negativity doesn't get to you. So it's doing its job either way. So the takeaway today, let us know what your favorite crystal is and
yeah.
how you use it. If you've done any crystal grids, have any questions. Yeah, and it brings you closer to nature, which we all need in a time like this.
Right.
So, all right, guys, go ahead and email us at blackgrayandwhite1@gmail.com.
Scroll down to the bottom, leave us a lovely comment, and I'm on comment patrol, so
Mama Sandy, own it. All right, guys, thanks. Sending all the love.
Bye.
Bye.